the game shape and Aiyuk try to work himself into game shape, it's having an effect on the overall team, as well as other guys not playing at all in the preseason. Like, all these little things add up. And it's just, I look at
day 13 of the Brock Purdy holdout.
Well, I don't think that'll happen.
I know it's not going to happen.
But you know where I'm going, B. It's like, like all those things did matter in the Minnesota game because the margins are so thin week to week.
Yeah, the Bosa thing, though, I still can't subscribe to the Bosa stuff. I know he didn't play as well, but the team did start 5-0. They started 5-0 when we were blowing teams away, and the conversation in real time was, what's the better unit, defense or offense? Who's the better unit? And then they get to the Super Bowl, and, I don't know. But there's no doubt that Trent Williams looked rusty in week 2. There's no doubt not having training camp has hurt Brandon Aiyuk to start, which I suspect. I'm just glad he's not gone. I'd rather have him. Let's work through the rust here, and let's get going.
He's got to get his aura going. Like, they need to make him start feeling good.
This is the week. As Herm Edwards told us a couple weeks ago, it's going to take him a couple weeks, right? We've gone through 2 weeks now. Let's see what he does down in SoFi Stadium against the LA Rams without Deebo Samuel and Christian McCaffrey. This is a time where he could prove and shut a lot of people up. Forget Brock Purdy for a second in silencing the critics, because the critics are always going to be out when it comes to quarterbacks. But Aiyuk can make a play as a $30 million a year wide receiver this week. If he has a monster game, this could be good for Brandon Aiyuk and the Brandon Aiyuk stands.
He's not this guy, but Justin Jefferson,
yeah.
T.O., Randy, Jerry, the truly great receivers. You saw CD make a play like this over the weekend, but they take 160, 70 yards. You see Tyreek do it all the time. Offense is bottled up, boom, 80-yarder. Now, I'm not saying he's got to have an 80-yard play in this game, but flip the field a couple times. Make a guy miss, break a tackle, make a contested catch in traffic, turn it upfield, let's go. He needs to get, I think, for his own confidence more than anything, he needs to get going, and I think the coach needs to identify that. I saw a play from Malik Neighbors this week. This is a rookie, okay, where they just ran him on a simple crossing pattern across the formation to just get him a touch in space and get him going upfield. Yeah, the coach can do that for the player.
Well, again, as Baldy mentioned, he's staring down his receivers too damn much. Brock Purdy right now, he was staring down Deebo Samuel, so that's maybe on Brock Purdy a little bit. Let's go to Matt in the corner pocket. Matt in the corner pocket. Corner pocket, where's that? Hello?
It's down the drain. That's where the corner pocket is.
Yeah, you need to contact Flowing Water Plumbing and Drain at flowingwater.net. Now, this just got sent to me. We don't even have to dive into this, but I just want you guys to bookmark this when we ramp up the Warriors talk.
Okay.
Steve Kerr is on the Dan Le Batard show. It's on the Dan Le Batard show.
Okay. Are they talking about Jimmy Buckets?
Well, no, they can't because he'd get fined for tampering. But they asked him the question, what is the angriest that Steve Kerr has been at Draymond Green?
Oh, boy.
Steve Kerr said for sure the Jordan Poole incident. He crossed the line with Jordan, and he knows it. He knew it immediately. And it made that season incredibly difficult for everybody.
It always comes back to the punch. I mean,
it's always a fun game.
It's just,
not to go Hawaiian. Not to go Hawaiian, but it always comes back.
Oh, my goodness.
Not to go full Hawaiian here, but I got to bring it back to the punch. What was Guru's drop? Oh, my God, it was unbelievable.
I'm out.
I mean, it feels like with Shanahan, we always go back to the fourth quarter of the first Super Bowl. Well, and with Draymond, it always goes back to the punch.
Well, the thing is, with Shanahan and Super Bowl 54, as I hear everybody riff about clock management this week and situational football, Super Bowl 54, January of 2020 or early February 2020 of the 2019 football season. We'll talk about this for you. So that's why, when I don't get too outraged anymore about Shanahan and clock management. This thing happened in Super Bowl 54. I saw it in front of my eyes. You saw how I responded.
Oh, yeah.
I went ballistic. Oh, yeah. Ballistic. I couldn't even enjoy the halftime show. I was so appalled at the clock management before halftime. And at the end of the game, it was just laughable. It's just all-time bad. So I don't get outraged anymore about clock management. Since he hasn't fixed it yet. They've won a lot of football games. It is what it is. Maybe he'll never learn. I don't know. But I don't get outraged about shady clock management, situational football, because I've seen him at the biggest stages blow it in these situations. I was
thinking about last night, like when the Deebo news came down, I was like, when 2014 happened with the 49ers and Harbaugh parted ways with Jed York, and then Bowman and The other one was out basically the whole year. And Willis had the foot injury. He retires. Justin Smith quietly retires. Kaepernick hurt his shoulder. I mean, he was on the shelf. It felt like the whole team was falling apart. And they were moving out of San Francisco, and they had, I think the first full season was that 2014 season. And people weren't happy, blah, blah, blah. But it felt like it was a total upheaval. I know you lost the Super Bowl in February. This has been a rough 7 months since that Super Bowl loss. We're not even sure if you knew the rules. Okay? You kind of maybe didn't know the rules. What?
Possibly.
Right? Then, like, you've got this entire saga when it comes to money, which is normal but kind of not normal because it bled off into almost all of preseason. You pay CMC, come to find out he's got an Achilles injury that is way worse than we thought, and he came back, and now he's hurt even more, and now he might not. Who knows if he's going to play? Debo was a full participant in camp all the entire time, just played good soldier. You thought you might trade him on draft day. Who knows what was going to happen there? He's done a million podcasts. Well, now he's hurt.
Well, the report came out the other day. The report came out the other day that they did call about Justin Jefferson, the 49ers, and the Vikings like, yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. And then you got like the whole Ricky Pearsall. You draft him. Nobody really had him on their board in the first round. He's hurt. He gets shot at Union Square. Like, what? Like, that's its own crazy saga. And now he's, can he get on the field? I don't even know. You've got this whole situation with the defensive coordinator who was actually good in the Super Bowl, but you fire him, and then you hire Nick Sorensen from within. You bring in Brandon Staley. There's just been a lot. This has been a lot for Niner fans.
It's been a lot for you, huh?
Yeah. I need some good news.
I got good news for you.
That's why that Monday night game against the Jets felt so damn good the next day. It's like, listen, damn, finally we won a football game. Let's go.
I have some good news for you.
Give me some good news.
I have some good news for you. The Rams are on the schedule. That's not good enough for you?
Until I see McVay's face walking toward midfield with a loss all stamped across his forehead,
be good?
I'm not going to feel good at all.
Really?
Because he's going to be like this. I already know. This is how McVay's going to be.
You don't feel good?
McVay's going to be like,
you're not going to feel good? You like McVay now.
Well, he's got the visor.
Yeah, no, you like McVay now.
And the shirt's tucked in like me, like in practice. Shirt tucked in where he's got the strap belt. And he's like, he's forcing the smile like he's Trevor Wilson in the 90s. You remember Trevor Wilson? When he used to do the thing when he'd pitch, as I do the fake smile. Oh, dude, McVay, guy's a brilliant coach. He drives me nuts. And then Stafford's going to throw his Jackson do this.
No, he's not throwing no throwaways. Dude, he doesn't have
look
Puka
the other
Cooper.
way.
He's not throwing no looks to nobodies. I mean, come on, man. He's got Tutu Atwell and a bunch of no-neighbors. He's got no offensive line.
Levi South better be packed with Niner fans.
Are you going down to Levi South?
No, I'm not. We got the wedding on Saturday.
Yeah, we could make the morning flight.
I got church.
But no, after church. What time do you get out of church?
I told you I go 9:30 mass.
I'll say what time is this over?
10:30, 10:45. So depends if I mingle.
So you could make it to SFO. Get on a flight. It's only 45 minutes.
Father Renee likes to pick my brain on sports.
A lot of churches in L.A.
A lot of churches in L.A. And SoFi is only 15 minutes away. Hey, 15 minutes away is LAX.
Down there.
LAX, 15 minutes away from SoFi. Could make it. A little day trip to L.A. SoFi, you'll feel good about that. Come on, Shasky. You'll feel good about that.
Going back to February, I mean, it's just nothing. It feels like there's been nothing good. Like they really had. Now, look, they had a nice.
No, this has been good.
They've had a nice draft.
This has been good.
Oh yeah.
Tatum Bethune, Ronaldo Creed,
my favorite player made the cover of Madden, and he's hurt. What are you talking about?
But like I say, there's been good things. The first good thing you name is like a 7th-round linebacker. Like that's the high point of the Niners offseason. That 7th rounder is pretty good.
Dominic
Poone's fun.
Come on now.
We do love ourselves some Dominic Poone.
George Kittle. George Kittle.
Yeah,
he's got off to a great start.
Then I watched the receiver doc, which also came out in the last 7 months, and I'm like, my guy couldn't even lift his arms above his shoulders. How was he even playing in the Super Bowl?
It's called pro football, man. These guys do. They're gladiators. So you're not going to feel good all week.
Well, they need a win. Look, I do this to myself. Like I say this to everyone. I was like, Joe, relax. Relax. Online guy loves to do this. Relax. It's week 2. Dog, this is how we sport. And everyone's like, Joe, don't have a heart attack. My dad died of a heart attack. But you know what I learned from my dad? He lived his life to the fullest. Jesus. All right? And if he was going to go out, he was going to go out living his life to the fullest. That's what I believe. That's why I do so many things to the utmost fullest, 110%.
Oh my God.
We live our life this way, living it on the edge with our sports teams, Giants, Niners, Warriors. I watch everything. I'm in on everything.
No.
Part of the camaraderie of my friends and my family is commiserating over the negativity that surrounds my teams. That's part of how I watch.
That's terrible.
No.
That's terrible.
That's how we watch sports.
No, but that's not how you should watch sports. A negative mindset?
No, I'm not saying it's misery. Negative. I get great joy out of my team. But what happens is when negative things happen, I pick up the phone and I'm like, Rocco, can you believe this? Debo Samuel's hurt again. Are you kidding me?
See, I followed up.
Are you kidding me?
It's called passion, Bonte.
Hey, listen, I followed up the list. Shasky used to give me those phone calls. He doesn't bother me no more.
You don't even answer them. That's the problem. You don't even answer my phone calls.
No, I do.
And
That's
so
a
I'm
lie.
like, are you kidding me?
That's a lie.
And then my brother, this is always my favorite. When people do this, relax, bro. It's week 2. You sound like my mom after the Super Bowl loss. This is what my mom said to me. Joe, there's always next year. It's okay. We'll get them. And I love you, Mom. Mom's seen 1,000 baseball games. But I don't want to hear that it's next year. They tried really hard. You know, that Mahomes guy is good. I know, Mom. I know Mahomes is good. I know. Tell me something I don't know. I love you, but come on. I just want to win one as an adult. I want to win one Super Bowl as an adult. That's all I wanted. Just one freaking Super Bowl. I'm tired of losing in horrific ways, time and time again, watching this devil of a human being, Patrick Mahomes, slice my dog. The guy threw 2 horrific picks and somehow flag on the play, give them the game. He always gets victories. Even when the Niners lose, I can't even get the solace of the Chiefs losing a game to the Bengals.
My God.
I mean, my God. And then I flip open Twitter yesterday. It's like Debo out, calf strain, 2 weeks minimum. What? He's been one of the bright spots this year.
Do you believe in meditation?
Do I believe in meditation? You know what my meditation is?
What?
Hate watching the Giants currently and waiting until the calendar flips to October.
Shasky, that's not meditation.
That's not meditation. That's not meditation. That's not meditation, man. You need to...
That's just swapping out one bad habit for another.
Yeah, I know, that's terrible.
I have watched every, and this is not a joke. There's some people like miss a game here and there, they'll watch back. I have watched every single 49er game live since I was 5 years old. Probably before that, okay? Every single game live. And literally the same way. Pacing while watching the game. I can't just sit and watch. I got such nervous anxiety.
Yeah, no, I know. We know that.
Okay? I don't care if it's week 1, week 17, or the Super Bowl. I'm a lunatic. I admit it. Trust me, I admit it. But this is how my family watches football. No. This is how we enjoy sports. All right?
That doesn't sound very enjoyable, man.
That part of the bond of the family is breaking down who's a moron and who needs to play better and who needs to be in the lineup. That's part of it.
No, that doesn't sound like it, man. That doesn't sound enjoyable where the anxiety's high 100 miles an hour and you're freaking out over the first play and you go, oh my God, this guy snapped his leg. Oh my God.
This is coming from the creator of Kirk Cousins is back on the table in the second quarter of the playoff game. You're preaching the entire Who am I talking to? You broke a cabinet in the studio for a week 3 Detroit Lion game where the call got overturned.
Yeah, that was week 3 because they were about to go to 0-3, or actually 0-2. They're about to go to 0-2. And you were driving me crazy that whole damn game because you're a Red Raven.
Jimmy Garoppolo threw the worst pick you've ever seen. He got called back. And you punched the cabinet and put a dent in the cabinet. This is talking to... who are we kidding? You almost fought Nash Solomon after the Super Bowl.
Hold on. Nash Solomon was talking and bumping his gums.
I was there too.
You almost fought a guy in front of Allegiant Stadium coming out of the Super Bowl. We were both miserable.
No.
Don't pretend like you're more mature. Do not pretend like you're more mature.
Hold on.
You are just as guilty as me.
I almost slapped the hell out of Nash Solomon because he was bumping his gums and he was in my face. And I said, dude, get out of here. I'm trying to do a show. And he kept chirping us. I said, little dude, I'm going to slap the hell out of him if you don't get out the studio. And I'm going to slap the hell out of him.
Tommy called bear hugged him and got him out of there, by the way.
Spadoni was right there. He was talking the whole damn game. He talked to me during the fourth quarter saying, you don't know football. Shut up. And I was like, what? And so I had to back up off of him.
You didn't relax.
No,
you reacted.
I didn't relax.
That's what we do as sports
I didn't relax because I was watching the damn game with you idiots.
You know what happens?
Maniacs.
The Niners lose. My week is ruined. Then come Friday, I pick myself up off the mat and I say, all right, we're going to kick the crap out of the Rams. Let's do this. Because the cycle never ends.
No.
It's part of being a Niner fan.
Allegiant Stadium, the guy told me, you don't know football. You're an idiot. This loss hurts more than Miami. You're an idiot. So then he walks up down the block, and he keeps looking back and saying, hey, you still talking? Shut the bleep up. Shut the bleep up. So after 20 shut the bleep ups, I said, all right, man, make me shut the bleep up. I told you I was in a dark place. Leave me alone. So people like to try me for whatever reason. So the guy tried me, and he almost got his ass kicked on the Las Vegas Strip. That's what happened. But that sounds miserable. Be happy. It's football's back.
49ers are 1-1, by the way.
Yeah, 1-1. They're about to play the
and they're going to drive me crazy another 15 times this year. I admit it. I admit it. I'm bipolar when it comes to this team.
Understands. This is why I don't do watch parties. That's why I don't do watch parties.
When do I do watch parties?
I don't know.
I think we're all out on watch parties.
Yeah, I watch the game with a select few, and I tell them on the front end, tell your family I am very sorry. No, I am a psycho.
There is a circle of trust when it comes to football games. Basketball games 100%. Too, like baseball's a little different, but even then, it's just like, if it's my team, leave me the hell alone.
100%.
I'm not here to answer questions about taking a knee or the new kickoff rule. Kick rocks.
Yeah, that's all. We all love the game, but I'm not going to freak out in the first quarter of these games, in the first quarter of the season.
I actually am a lot like Joe Shasky.
No, that's Raider fans, though. Raider fans are like that.
There we go. All right.
Raider fans are like that.
Why do
Raider fans are like that.
Yeah, all Raider fans. No, we are. No, it's everyone's. Yeah,
Raider fans think the sky is falling all the time.
Every fan base has a crew like that.
Yeah, I don't roll with that crew.
Sky has been kind of falling for the Raiders.
There are Carolina Panther fans somewhere, all two of them, somewhere that are going absolutely ballistic. Like, every fan base is this way.
Do you think Steph Curry is going ballistic watching Carolina Panthers games?
I do.
I wonder what Steph going ballistic is like.
I don't.
I bet you Steph's like, put me at quarterback, I'll get us some wins.
Bonte, next time you're hanging out with Steph.
Dude, Steph understands they're bad. So you don't get mad at bad teams. What you do with bad teams and how you watch bad teams is you laugh at it. You find the jokes in a bad team. The 2015 to 16 Niners. Going down to the press box and watching how bad the Niners could be on a given Sunday was enjoyable. Like, wow, they're really bad. I get a joy out of bad teams. Like, can you believe these guys? They can't hit a cutoff, man. Can you believe these guys? They can't throw a grounder.
You didn't watch 1 second of the Giants this weekend.
Oh, I damn hell no, I didn't. Why would I?
Because you like watching bad teams.
No, I'm watching football.
Florida State. That's right. Got to lock in on them. Since we're loving bad teams so much.
I watched the whole damn Florida State game saying, wow, this is really bad. Because you got the quad box, and you got the 4 games. So, no, don't tell me how I watched. Don't tell me about the way I've matured as a sports fan. I know when to dial it down and when to ramp it up. I know there's a time and place for it.
888-957-9570. Are the Carolina Panthers wasting the prime television watching experience of Steph Curry?
No,
His
not at all.
prime Super Bowl window. Have they ruined it for him as an adult?
This is Shasky out here trying to put me out there about fighting guys. Nash, I love Nash. I love him. That's my little brother. But he almost got the snot slapped out of him because he was talking too much.
You're more like me than you were willing to admit. You act like you're sitting there like in the lazy boy just chilling like Tony Soprano.
That's how I watch these games.
Get out of here.
That's I pace. I do my thing. But I'm not freaking out. Good Lord. Medication. Medication. Something. It's too early for all this. It's going to. Urgency now. Golly. We haven't even got to Kansas City yet. We haven't even got to Seattle yet. We haven't even got to Arizona. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a long football season.
We're ready to fire the defensive coordinator. I'm chill.
No, I'm not ready to fire.
Fire the Sorensen after one play.
I did not say that. I said the binoculars is out on Nick Sorensen. They're out. No, we need to keep the same damn energy because you guys all blame Steve Wilkes and all the Steve Wilkes crap Steve Wilkes said, Steve Wilkes said. Well, we got a new guy, Steve Sorensen, or Nick Sorensen. Nick Sorensen had George Odom press Manning on Justin Jefferson. So the binoculars is out.
At least he's on the sideline, though.
Oh, yeah, that's making a difference. Get off the field on 3rd down. What I mean, come on. Come on.
Adam, it's too much.
Pretty soon, we're going to be dissecting the body language of Nick Sorensen. Is he getting people fired up? Is veins popping out of his neck like Robert Saleh? Is he jumping around like D'Amico Ryans? Is he like Steve Wilkes in the press box? Nick Sorensen.
Let's
keep the same energy.
You hear what they're going to do? 3rd downs only, he's going to go up into the press box.